Pag-usapan syempre muna, unang-una, forma ng WR155. Priced at 180,000 pesos, pagdating sa kulay dalawa, you will have the Yamaha Blue and yung favorite ko na Yamaha Black. Overall look, alam mo that this is built for heavy-duty riding with the design pointing at adventure and off-roading. This being an off-road bike, imposing yung dating ng front assembly nito with the huge forks and fender and dual sports tires and that big headlight. Wala masyadong fairings to, so in case sumemplang ka, mabuhay ka sa mga trail rides mo, hindi masyadong madadamage yung motor mo. With the engine exposed sitting on the double cradle frame, mas rugged yung datingan niya. Malaki and mataas tingnan tong bike na to and it may be overwhelming for some. And for this segment, ganun talaga yung style niya eh. Over at the rear, syempre, dual sports tire pa rin yan with a sporty type tail for additional dimension. Rugged and ready to go, yan ang overall theme ni WR155. Ngayon alam na natin yung angas ng format, tingnan natin yung specs at saka ano nga ba ibubuga ng motor na to. When it comes to the engine, this is powered by 155cc, 4-stroke, single overhead cam, 4-valve, single cylinder. 6-speed na rin to mga brother, fuel injected with VVA or yung variable valve actuation. Sa ibang video na paliwanag na natin kung ano yung VVA na yan. The engine can generate 12.3 kW at 10,000 RPM and 14.3 Newton meters of torque at 6,500 RPM. Enclosed in a double cradle frame for better balance, stable handling, and rigidity, this has a similar engine platform as that of R50M and the XSR 155. Yung feedback ko pagdating sa engine nito for a 155cc bike, malakas ang hatak nito. Sinabak namin to sa iba't ibang mga kalsada, solid pavements, bundok, mabato, basa, putik at marami pang iba. But the engine just keeps on going. Ang sarap gamitin. Malambot din yung clutch nito which is sakto lang since if you do trail riding, maraming beses mo talagang gagamitin yung clutch mo on different road challenges. Overall, satisfied ako sa engine performance nito. And para mas maniwala kayo, eto, sample lang ko kayo. The trail that you're going to see is a steep climb. Papunta to ng langit-langitan with no clear path, pero kayang-kaya pa rin niya. Pagdating naman sa brakes, what we have is wave-style hydraulic disc brake for the front and rear. For the brakes nito sa likod, mas malalim yung allowance siya, meaning to say, mas tatapakan mo siya. And that's built that way para medyo malaro mo yung bike sa trail rides at saka sa dirt roads. But for the front brakes, talagang gagamitin mo for mga sudden stops, sudden brakes. So the key here is knowing how to balance your rear and front brake usage para siguradong swabe lang at yung pagpreno mo. Kasi walang ABS tong bike na to given na pang off-road adventure talaga si WR155. For the tires and suspension, what we have in front is 2.75 by 21. So 21-inch diameter yung kanyang wheels and then tube type yan mga brother with 41mm telescopic fork. Habang sa likod naman, what we have is 4.10 on 18-wheel diameter on 59P tube type with link type monocross suspension. Kung titingnan mo yung mga dinadaanan namin, parang nakakaalangan if kakapit nga ba yung gulong niya, tsaka kung kakayanin nga ba ng suspension nito, given na sobrang rugged yung pinagdaanan namin sa ride na to. We've went through mud, gravel, grass, soil, pataas, pababa, minsan patagigid pa nga, but it delivered. Hindi ako binigo ng gulong na to, and fortunately for me, ni minsan hindi ako bumagsak during our trail ride experience. Napakasarap gamitin on your off-road adventures kasi yung mga dual sports tires niya talagang kakapit dyan sa mga lupa, sa mga bato, and that is the edge pagdating dito sa mga gulong na to on this adventure type or trail bike or enduro bike na meron tayo gaya ng WR155. Pagdating sa features, first is the compact LCD panel. Saktong-sakto lang for this bike segment. Kita mo yung gauge, clock, fuel consumption, at marami pang iba at kahit kainitan ng araw, visible pa rin talaga siya. You also have that one-piece seat and yung seat na yan, yung single assembly seat na yan enables you to move around the bike and position your body depende kung anong trail ang pinagdadaanan mo para talagang ma-maximize mo yung stability at saka yung pag-balance mo kay WR155. Yung feedback ko naman sa cushion o doon sa kutsyon, kung gaano kalambot yung seat nito, medyo stiff siya. So mararamdaman na ng puwet mo na wala ka sa NMAX na upuan after about maybe 2 hours of riding. So I guess that's the quality for these off-road bikes. Kasi nga, hindi naman talaga siya built for cruising. Pang off-road siya from time to time. You would really have to stand up depending on the course or on the trail that you're riding on. You would also have that built-in hazard lamp, and meron na rin tong 8.1 liter fuel tank capacity. For the riding position, gaya ng nabanggit natin kanina, medyo kung titingnan mo, overwhelming in size and in height itong motor na to for some. First, the seat height is 880 millimeters with a ground clearance of 245 millimeters. So, for reference mga brother, I am 5'10 in height. So, at least for me, kayang-kaya pa rin. And yung suspension na yan, once sinakyan mo na yan, medyo bababa pa yan, but not by much. So, for shorter, inexperienced riders, baka magka-problema ka dito unless you are properly trained to handle these bikes. The curb weight, medyo magaan lang siya at 134 kilograms. Okay din ang wheelbase at 1430 millimeters. Kumbaga overall, magaan siya for a trail bike. But I would say the height isn't for everyone. Mataas sa seat height and syempre kailangan din ng mataas sa ground clearance given na marami kang obstacles sa dadaanan if you are going for that off-road adventure. So that's our featured motorcycle para sa araw na to mga brother. Again, for more motorcycle news, reviews, and tips, be sure to follow lahat ng social media pages natin katulad ng YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. O paano? Ride muna kami. See ya!